The stock market is on fire right now, and a lot of people are wondering what is the best tech ETF to capture this growth. Is it QQQ or is it VGT? Which one will make you richer? Hey guys, it's Aman from Our Rich Journey, and welcome back to our channel. I am in beautiful Croatia this week. The family is taking in the sights, and as much as I want to talk about Croatia, I have to talk about the stock market. Because if you have been keeping up with it, you have seen that it has been on fire, and technology has just been booming. AI, semiconductors, data centers, everything in that sector has really been explosive. And a lot of people by default have been investing in QQQ because you can ask any influencer, any financial expert, and they will point you in the direction of that particular ETF. It's one of the most popular ETFs in the world. Millions of investors own it, and honestly, it's helped create a lot of millionaires. But here's what surprised me. When I started comparing the QQQ ETF to the VGT ETF, the results weren't what I expected. In fact, after looking at the holdings, the fees, the objectives, and most of all, the performance, I started asking myself a different question. Not should someone buy QQQ or VGT, but rather, why are so many people buying QQQ in the first place? And so today we're going to compare these two ETFs side by side. We'll look at who created them, what they actually own, how they've performed, and which one we would buy today. And at the end, I'm going to review something that most QQQ investors have never heard of. Let's get started. So first, let's start with QQQ. QQQ is managed by Invesco. Invesco is one of the largest asset managers in the world and created one of the most successful ETFs it's ever launched. QQQ officially launched in 1999. Today, it tracks the NASDAQ 100 index. Now, what does that mean? It means that QQQ owns the 100 largest non-financial companies listed on the NASDAQ exchange. And here's something that most QQQ investors don't realize. QQQ is not a technology ETF, and most people think it is, but it is definitely not. It's a growth ETF, a NASDAQ growth ETF, a large cap innovation ETF. Now, it's true that technology dominates the portfolio, but QQQ also holds communication companies, consumer companies, retailers, and other fast-growing businesses. So you can think of QQQ as a bet on America's largest growth companies, not necessarily its largest technology companies. Now, let's look at VGT. VGT stands for Vanguard's Information Technology ETF. Unlike QQQ, the objective is incredibly simple: own technology. That's it. No Tesla, no Amazon, no Meta, no Netflix, no Costco. Only companies classified as technology companies, which may surprise you, but Meta, Amazon, Tesla, these are not pure technology companies. VGT launched in 2004 and is managed by Vanguard, the same company founded by Jack Bogle, the father of index fund investing. Vanguard built its reputation on low fees and long-term investing, and VGT follows that philosophy. While QQQ owns about 100 companies, VGT owns more than 300 technology companies. So you can think of QQQ as betting on growth, but VGT betting on technology. Now let's look at this side-by-side comparison of QQQ and VGT. Immediately, you can see something interesting. VGT costs less than half as much to own. Look at that expense ratio. Now, I know what some people are thinking. Who cares about 0.1%? Well, when you're investing for decades, every basis point matters, especially when you're talking about 6-figure and 7-figure portfolios. But fees alone don't determine which ETF wins. Performance does. And this is where things get very interesting. Oh, this is where the rubber meets the road and you start to see one move forward over the other. Let's start with the longest time period available. Look at QQQ versus VGT since their inception. That's not a small difference. That's enormous. A $10,000 investment in QQQ would have grown to roughly $137,000 since its inception. That same $10,000 invested in VGT would have grown to roughly $205,000. That's nearly $70,000 more than the same starting investment. Now let's shorten the timeline. Again, VGT wins, not by a little, but by a lot. And remember, these are the years that included cloud computing, AI, smartphone revolution, the rise of NVIDIA, the explosion of software, exactly the trends investors wanted to be exposed to. But that's 10 years. Let's look at 5 years now. Again, VGT comes out ahead. 157% return compared to QQQ's 120% return. And if we look at the performance just over the past year, VGT dominates once again. And now a pattern starts to emerge. The ETF that everyone thinks is a technology ETF, QQQ, has not taken full advantage of the technology boom like VGT has. And so if you want to invest in pure technology, QQQ has not been that for you. But let's dig deeper, because I know there are some people wondering, why has VGT outperformed QQQ by so much? The answer is actually pretty simple: concentration. VGT is more focused. When technology wins, VGT wins bigger. When NVIDIA explodes, VGT benefits. When Microsoft dominates AI, VGT benefits. When semiconductors power the future, VGT benefits. Now, QQQ benefits too, but because it doesn't own pure technology companies, that benefit is diluted in QQQ. But there are some drawbacks to VGT's concentration, because with concentration comes risk. There's reward, but there's also risk that we cannot overlook and is worth talking about. Technology can and does have bad years. In 2022, VGT dropped by more than 33%. QQQ dropped around 33% too, but VGT's pure tech focus means the swings can be sharper in both directions. And so this volatility means that if you're the kind of investor that checks your portfolio every day, that can't handle the volatility, then VGT may not be the investment for you because your risk tolerance is not there. This is all something you want to keep in mind when you are going deep into technology investments. But for us, we believe the risk is worth the reward. And so when we are deciding between VGT and QQQ, there's no doubt that we would continue to invest in VGT. And it's not because QQQ is bad, Q is fantastic, but we are looking for technological growth. We want maximum exposure to what is driving growth: artificial intelligence, cloud computing, software, semiconductors, technology, and that's exactly what VGT provides. And honestly, technology stocks were a huge part of how Christina and I built the portfolio that allowed us to retire early. When we're optimizing for long-term compounding, owning the most concentrated version of what's actually driving returns isn't a gamble, it's a strategy. But here is the plot twist. Let's say you are dead set on owning Amazon, Tesla, Meta. You want broader NASDAQ exposure, and you are dead set on owning QQQ. That's perfectly reasonable. But I still have a question for you. Why are you still investing in QQQ when you could be investing in QQQM? Oh, they never talk about the QQQM. Because if you want the NASDAQ 100, there's a very good chance you should be buying QQQM instead. Most investors have never heard of it, but QQQM owns the exact same index, the exact same companies, the exact same allocation, the exact same strategy. But QQQM was designed for long-term investors. If you want to own QQQM for 10, 20, 30 years, that is the better investment over QQQ. It is built for the long-term FIRE investors. And why is that? Because QQQM is cheaper to own. When you look at the fees between QQQ of 0.20% versus QQQM of 0.15%, that makes a difference for the long-term investor when you are talking about two ETFs that do the exact same thing. Why not buy the cheaper investment? So I hope that little bit of information helped you look a little harder at QQQ. I am not a QQQ hater, but what I want to do is provide you guys with more information to help you make the best investment decision for your financial independence journey. And so if you guys have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join the journey. Hey, Christina. How is she able to do that? Hey, you. That's crazy.